Good morning, folks, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Whichever the case may be, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just gonna jump right in here. I'm working on my true crime junkie. Had to pause for a moment to remember the name of it. Yeah, I thought I'd hop on here and do a whip and chat with progress of my true crime junkie. I'm on my third row. I'm alternating between this one and my Optimus Prime. One row at a time. One row of this, one row of that. So yeah, I just finished the second row of my Optimus Prime, and now I'm working on my third row of my true crime junkie. And I figured, well, it's been a few days, so I'm gonna do another video. I know. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to do videos more often, but right now, yeah, I've just got the two canvases. I'm alternating between, so not much variety. Basically, it's just gonna be a whip and chat here and a whip and chat there for now. I've been checking the progress on one of my diamond paintings, on the one diamond painting that I had ordered from Sigmal. I ordered it back on October 11th, and there have been no updates since they received my payment. It is still saying awaiting shipment. So yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna have to wait for it, but we'll see. So in the meantime, this week, okay, so today is Friday, October 25th, 2024. Yes, and this past Wednesday, the 23rd, was my birthday. Happy birthday, me! Yay! I had a lovely birthday. It was quite nice. Stress-free. I went to my parents. I went for dinner. And yeah, they gave me a slow cooker for my birthday. Because I mentioned once or twice that, yeah, I would love to get a slow cooker. Now, there's a couple other things that I want to get to, and I will eventually. Because I have to rely on propane for my cooking. And propane is also used for my hot water and for heat. I want to try and my power is included in my rent here. I want to utilize the electricity as much as possible for my cooking. So I have my air fryer, and now I've got a slow cooker. Eventually I'm gonna get a rice cooker, because, well, I suck at cooking rice on a propane stove. I've done it twice so far, and both times my rice was slightly undercooked. Slightly. So it wasn't burnt, and it wasn't overly wasn't too undercooked. It was just slightly undercooked. I'm also not the greatest at cooking, which is why I won't I don't cook for other people. I can handle my own cooking, but oh my goodness. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't. When my special friend comes over, I'll order a pizza. I'll get a pizza, but I won't cook for him. But yeah, he came over on Sunday, and gave me an, because he couldn't get the night off from work on the night of my birthday. So he came over Sunday and we watched one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And yeah, he gave me a blanket, a little lap blanket for my birthday. And it is so soft. I keep it right by my desk. Well, desk table. Well, it is a table. It's the dining room table. But it is my desk. It's where I spend most of my time sitting. Working on my diamond paintings, or knitting, or crocheting, or working on my computer, or anything. Anything and everything. I do the majority of my work here. And so, yeah, I love this blanket. It is so nice and soft. I think I mentioned it. I think I did a video recently where I mentioned it. But yeah, it's from the show Wednesday. And it is Wednesday Addams. And it's my favorite color, blue. See, there's a blue, and it's so soft. And yeah. Anyways. I know I'm being silly. But I'm allowed to be. My birthday week. Yeah, we had my bonus mom, she made spaghetti and ribs. It's what we had for dinner last year for my birthday. And last year my special friend came over for dinner as well. And stayed after dinner and watched a movie with me. We sat in the living room at my dad's and cuddled on the couch and watched well, no, we didn't watch a movie. We watched TV. I can't remember what we watched. But yeah, because it was too long ago for me to remember. Yeah, so it was F. Now let's see, are there any G's? Yes, I see a G. So yeah, yesterday, Thursday, so I got paid on Wednesday, and then yesterday, Thursday, I went with my dad into town. Town. Oh, I just spotted an E that I missed. So yeah, he went and had coffee, and I went and did my grocery shopping, and got my groceries, and I have a Blu-ray player. And a few weeks ago, I had ordered a remote from Amazon, because the remote for the Blu-ray player it went walkabout. It disappeared, hasn't come back. So I ordered this remote. It came in. It didn't work. I tried getting help from tech support with Samsung, because it's a Samsung Blu-ray player. Tech support through Samsung couldn't help me. It turns out it was the wrong brand, or what? I don't know, the wrong code, whatever the wording is. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So tech support couldn't help because it was the wrong remote. Because I didn't even think about codes and all that stuff, and even though when my dad was trying to help me figure it out, he's like, well, I need the code, and I'm like, well, yeah, anyways, I was being a doofus, dum-dum, with no gum-gum, and So, yeah, the remote didn't work. So tech support, they're like, well, we'll look into it some more and we'll email you to let you know the results of our research. I got an email from them a couple of days later saying, well, yeah, you need this particular remote. Here's a link to our website so you can order it. I went to the website and I'm like, $60. Ah! Oh my goodness. Whew, that scared me. Oh goodness. That noise that you just heard, not me screaming, but her yelling, and that was my phone notification for my medication, for me to take my pills. Ooh, I'm awake now. Oh my goodness, my heart is racing. At least I didn't swear like I do when my dad knocks on my door and I'm not expecting it. I jump and I swear. And now I'm drawing a blank. What was I talking about? Remote, yes. So anyways, yeah, $60 to order it directly from Samsung, from their website. So I'm like, you know what? Forget that. I went on to Amazon, typed in the code, the code, the information, and up pops the correct remote. Oh, hey, $20. Done deal. So I ordered it. I also requested a refund / return on the original remote that I had gotten. And they're like, yeah, send us back the incorrect remote and we will give you a refund. Yay, okay, cool. So I did that yesterday while I was in the slightly bigger town. Yeah, I say slightly bigger town because the population of the town that I live in is just over 2,000. Meow, meow, meow. And the population of the big town, let's see, population 17,000. Oh, well, wow. That's 10,000 more than my hometown, which is in the other direction. Yeah. Okay, so I just, oh my goodness, all of a sudden my nose is running like crazy. So I just went on to my app and marked off that I took my meds, so I'm taking my meds. Things are going really good in my life right now, so I'm actually decreasing my antidepressants just a little bit. Instead of 1.5, I'm doing 1. There we go. Much better. Yes, things are going much better in my life. My ex is not a part of my life. He, I thought, well, honestly, I will always love that man, no matter what. But he is a toxic person, unfortunately. He's just got too much negativity, too much anger in his life. Because of past experiences, the way he was raised, the people, the way he was treated, because of the way he was raised. And also, well, I don't know. I could go into great detail. But basically, yeah, he's unfortunately got a lot of anger and resentment built up, and he has issues when it comes to trying to deal with his issues. Normal conventional methods don't work for him because, yeah. So I was there for him for many years. He is the father of my oldest child. And yeah, he ruined his relationship with her. Yes, he ruined his relationship with me. He has difficulty trusting people, and because of that, it makes it difficult for him to have relationships, friendships or romantic relationships. And it is what it is. He yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I tried to help him, but there's only so much I can do. If we were able to afford to get a place out in the bush, then I know he would be a happier person, because he's not a city person. He's a survivalist, and he is the type of survivalist that yeah, he's the type of person you want on your team when things go horribly wrong. He knows how to hunt. He knows how to fish. He knows how to defend himself. He has not lost a fight in, like, ever. Well, when he was younger, he was not allowed to fight. His father told him, well, with your training and your knowledge, you're not allowed to fight. Because he was raised like a soldier. He was raised military style, because that's just who his father was. His father was former military, and yeah. So anyways, yeah, and the reason I'm talking about my ex is because I'm a little bitter right at the moment, because I just got off the phone with my bank a little while ago, this morning, because there was a purchase made on my bank account, on the Xbox. I have not owned an Xbox in almost a year. So I definitely did not make the purchase. I just recently got an email confirmation about the purchase as to what it is for the Xbox, and it's Xbox Game Pass Core. So I definitely know that it was my ex, because he uses Game Pass because he has an Xbox. He has top of the line best Xbox you can get right now. And yes, he uses a Game Pass because he also he plays Conan Exiles a lot. He plays Ark. He plays oh goodness, I can't remember what else he plays. Periodically he plays GTA online. This is of course I'm going back to like when we were still together. But yeah, he rents servers on Conan Exiles. And for him to be able to play on his servers, he needs Game Pass. So I know he also has more than one account on the Xbox. And before I moved out, we used my banking information, my bank account for all online stuff because my bank card is also a MasterCard. And so it was the only way that we could set it up. But I removed my banking information from his primary Xbox account. Apparently I forgot that we had set it up on one of his other accounts. And all information, all transactions, all of these particular transactions are linked to, well, from this particular account are linked to one of my secondary emails. So yeah, I got this email from Tuesday, but I very seldom, I rarely, I don't check that particular email address very often. Oops. Oh dear. So I didn't actually see the email until today. So yeah, I contacted the bank and getting that straightened out, and making it so that he no longer has access to any of that, so he can't do it again. Because I cannot afford it, and why should I be paying for something for him when we are not together? We have not been together for the better part of a year. Well, technically we've not been a couple for like 2.5 years now. Because yeah, about 2.5 years ago, I told him I was done. I couldn't handle it anymore and whatnot, and I moved out, and I moved to my dad's place. But I kept in contact with him, and we talked, and we tried to work things out, and of course I ended up going back. He said he was going to work on trying to do more in our relationship and whatnot, and well, he did not. I was still putting in 99.9% of the effort. And then earlier this year, I'm like, you know what, forget it, it's not working. It hasn't worked in a long time, in like 2 to 3 years. Basically our relationship started going downhill when he ruined his relationship with our daughter. She doesn't want anything to do with him. When she cut ties with him, she also cut ties with me. But then she started reaching out. She started reaching out to me again. like 3 years ago. And she was living in the same city as us. And so I started visiting with her, and then February of last year, I helped her move in with her fiance in another province in Alberta. And yeah, she's still living with her fiance. They were gonna get married. They are gonna get married. Right now they're just living common law because they can't afford a wedding. But yeah, they do want to get married. Thankfully, his parents live close by and help them out. They're both on disability. But they're doing okay. Yeah. They may not be able to afford a wedding, but they can afford to yeah, they can afford what they need to. I'm trying to get her to start I want to get her set up with a way to sell her artwork. But I know she has issues with her hands. She's got really bad arthritis. And I know now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember talking about the issue with her hands and her artwork and whatnot. So, but I really like her artwork. I did get one of her pictures, one of her drawings that she shared with me. I have it. I got it converted, made into cross-stitch conversion. And yes, I have talked about it before, and I'm talking about it again. But yeah, I am looking forward to getting the blank canvases and the drills and working on it. I'd love to be able to do it like right away and get started like right away, but I only budget myself $50 a month for online purchasing, and there are other things that are a bit higher priority right now. So I'm focusing on other things at the moment. Like my biggest purchase this month is an air compressor so that I can air up the tires on my bike. My big purchase next month is going to be a winter shovel so that I can shovel the snow here. Because yeah, I need to make sure I can access the drains for my holding tanks, for my like gray water and my black water, and be able to actually get out of here to be able to go places. So yeah, so I gotta get a shovel. Also putting money away, put a little bit of money away aside each month, so then in the spring I can get myself a lawnmower / weed eater. What it is that I will be ordering is it's like a weed eater with wheels with a wheel attachment, so that I can use it to cut my lawn, because I don't have a very big lawn. It doesn't need to be like a regular sized lawnmower. And because of the amount of storage space that I have, I don't need, it needs to be small, compact, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm focusing on that stuff, as well as putting money away to go towards buying my dad's truck, as well as making sure that I can afford to ship completed diamond paintings to my friend down in the States. I want to start sending gifts to my diamond painting friends on YouTube, like Mushy and maybe Eileen and possibly Katya. I'd say possibly, but most likely, yeah. Well, she lives in the UK, so that'll be a little expensive. Although, yeah, a little expensive to ship, but hey. I can afford to do that kind of stuff like once in a blue moon with my GST. So we'll see. Let's see. There's Mushy. There's yeah, Katya. Maybe I'll send something to Sherry and Star and oh my goodness. Oh, Crafty-ish Kristen. Yeah, there's her too, and I am working on watching more people's videos, YouTube channels. I'm subscribed to a whole bunch. It's just there are only so many hours in a day. And I've been watching a lot of the Sarah Boone trial. If you don't know who that is, 4 years ago in 2024, her and her boyfriend, they got drunk and they decided to play hide and seek. He climbed into a suitcase. She zipped him up inside of it, and yeah, he suffocated to death while she went to bed and went to sleep. So yeah, I like murder mysteries, true crime stories. I've been watching a lot of cases, trials on TV, on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, and that reminds me, the last WIP and chat that I did, I talked about a YouTube channel dealing with bad neighbors. I did not state the name of that YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is not a diamond painting YouTube channel. They do other stuff. They they're, because of all the, I'm not saying anything bad about them because I love their channel. Anyways, the name of the channel is What the Hales, and Hales is spelled HALE $. They have over 700,000 subscribers. I've been watching that channel for several years now. They have, excuse me, they have a whole bunch of coin pusher videos. They have property in Ohio. They also have property in Florida. Their bad neighbor situation is happening in Florida. And, but they're back and forth between both states. And they're lots of fun to watch. They're very Christian, wonderful people. Um, they're they're funny. They're very friendly. Um, they go to storage auctions and they buy storage units, and then they sell. They they do videos of what of going through the stuff in the storage units. They always they believe in restoraging the love, which basically means restorage the love. It basically means that like if they're able to contact the previous owners of the storage unit, then they reach out and they contact the previous owner or the family, and if the previous owner wants the stuff back, then they help them out. There was let's see, there's I'm trying to remember some of the videos. There was one woman who she didn't have room where she was living. She didn't have room for the stuff that was in the storage unit, and a bunch of the stuff belonged to her son, who was also in prison. So she was like, well, I'd really, really like to get these particular items back. If you find them, that's great. And they're like, yeah, sure. And they went through the stuff, and they're like, and they found these things, and they gave the stuff to her, and she was very grateful for those particular items, and everything else is like, yeah, do whatever you want with it. There's been the odd time where like they reached out to the family and they're like, yeah, like if you'd like the stuff back, we can work something out. You don't have to give me any money. And they're like, nope, you can keep the stuff. I stopped paying because I don't want the stuff. Don't need it. Don't care. Keep it. Go ahead, do whatever you want with it. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's they love doing stuff for other people to help them out, as long as like these people really are really grateful, aren't trying to grift off them like they're bad neighbors. We're trying to grift off them, trying to use their fan base to make money and to promote their own YouTube channel and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. So, but anyways, like there was one video where like they won a storage unit, and it turned out that it was one of, I can't remember how many, but this particular storage unit, along with the others by the same person that was renting them all out, the storage unit was full of microwaves. There were a few air conditioners as well, but these microwaves had been filled with drug money. Excuse me. And I think it was the FBI. I can't remember exactly, but this storage unit and the others had been raided by the feds. Yeah, I think it was the FBI. And they opened up all of these microwaves and took the money. They left the microwaves. They left everything else. They just took all the money. And they are all brand new microwaves. Absolutely nothing wrong with the microwaves. So when What the Hales got the storage unit, they took this. They put them all. They put all of the microwaves into. They have like a 20-foot cargo trailer. I think it's called a cargo trailer. And they went to, they basically parked the trailer on a street corner, and they made these signs that said, "Free microwave, come help yourself." And I think within half an hour, they got rid of them all. Just gave them away for free to people. There were also three air conditioners. They got rid of the 3 air conditioners as well. Yeah. And it's all on video. But yeah, and like the stuff that they keep, the stuff that's worth keeping from the storage units, they will turn around. What they do is they sell the stuff on eBay. They recently started selling on Whatnot as well. Now they have people that work up in Ohio for them, and they also have people that work for them down in Florida, selling, like organizing all of the stuff from the storage units and selling the stuff on eBay or now on Whatnot. I actually don't know if they're still doing eBay now that they're selling on Whatnot, but possibly. I don't know, because I only watch the videos. I don't go onto Whatnot and watch the auctions on Whatnot. And I also don't go to eBay, and I don't shop on eBay. The last time I was on eBay was to try and sell a set of my books for my dad. But I don't really know very much about eBay. So yeah, I'm a little unsuccessful at selling these particular books. But these books, they are collector's items. It's the complete set of Shakespeare, and each of Shakespeare's plays is in its own little blue hardcover book. And there's even one of poetry and or essays. I can't remember. But yeah, it's the complete works of Shakespeare. And there's already several sets on eBay for sale, and you can get them anywhere from like $1,000 to like $2,000, maybe even $3,000. I don't know, but yeah, they're worth a fair bit of money. And I know that they're just taking up space in my dad's place. So I gotta get off my butt and do some more work trying to sell them for him. I just lack the motivation. I know I need to, but I am working on it. I am working on my motivation. An incentive to get things done. Like, I was watching a diamond painting video this morning, and it's like, okay, well, I look around my place, and like yesterday I went, did my grocery shopping, and then I did my grocery shopping. I dropped it off at home, threw my perishable stuff into the fridge and the freezer, grabbed my bag of dirty laundry and took it to my dad's and did my laundry. And then came home, and well, so now I have I gotta put my laundry away. I still have some groceries that I need to put away. I still have my slow cooker to put away. Take it out of the box and put it away somewhere. I gotta do my garbage. I bought some little jars, like spice jars. I bought 2 sets at the dollar store. And so I gotta wash those, and I'm gonna make labels for them. Well, I have a binder full I'm not kidding, a big binder full of different labels. And so I got to dig that binder out, cut the labels out, run them through my little Xyron sticker maker, and put them on the bottles and fill them. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll get started on all of that stuff after this video is done. Finished the video, and I started another one. Started watching another video, and I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna get some housework done, and then so I paused the video, and then I'm like, oh, but I want to do a video. I want to make a video. Ah, screw it. I'll make a video while it's uploading. I'll do some housework. Take the garbage out, clean the litter box, do some dishes, put my laundry away. Yeah. But see, I live alone. Just me and my cat. I don't really have a social life. I don't really go anywhere. It's cold out. So for me to go anywhere, I would take my bike, and I'm waiting for my air compressor to come in to arrive in the mail. So yes, excuses. I know, excuses. Go for a walk. I know. I know I could go for a walk, but there's more excuses. I have a bad back and I have bad knees. So there's my excuses for not going for a walk. For me to go for a walk, it's like, I'll take the garbage out. Because it's a little bit of a walk to go to the dumpster. Because I gotta walk around. I gotta leave my camper, my fifth wheel, go around a fence, because there is a fence beside my place for privacy. I've got a privacy fence on one side and behind me, and then there's shrubs along the other side for privacy from the dude in unit number 2. There we go. Done that section. Now on to the next section. But then I go around the privacy fence, and I walk past there's a nice sized house behind my place, and then the dumpster is behind the house. So I have to go around the outside of the house to get to the dumpster. And like, yeah, I could take my bike with me and use my bike for support. And then like drop my garbage off in the dumpster, and then I could walk through. There's like not really a path, but there's like a gap in the trees behind the dumpster, and that leads to a well manicured lawn. On the other side of the well manicured lawn is a Tim Hortons. And then past Tim Hortons, across the street from Tim Hortons, is a 7-Eleven gas station. And in the parking lot area of the gas station is a machine where I can pay $2 and put air in the tires of my bicycle. I'm still with bad back, bad knees. Bad knees causes me difficulty with bike riding. So I can't go very fast on my bike, but it is rideable. I am able to ride my bike. I don't mind riding my bike all that much, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Not like I used to be. When I was younger, well, riding a bicycle gave me lots of freedom. I could get out of the house and go to a friend's place. Back then I had Yeah, I had a couple of friends. I always felt like I didn't have very many friends to hang out with, and where I lived compared to where my friends lived, it was a bit of a distance for me to go hang out with my friends, especially when my one friend that used to live around the corner from my place, her and her family, they moved all the way across town and up the hill. So instead of it taking me like 2 minutes to walk to her place, it would take me like an hour to ride my bike to her place. Yeah. And then it's like, well, then it's like, well, I ride my bike to her place and I want to stay there for a few hours visiting and hanging out and whatnot. And it's like, well, it takes an hour to get there. And then, like, I want to stay for a few hours. And then it's an hour back. But my dad's like, well, okay, you can go, but be back in 3 hours. Well, that means I can only hang out with her for an hour. That's not really much fun. Can't really do very much in an hour. But, yeah. I always wanted to spend more time with my friends than I was allowed to. And then when I was in high school, I had a tendency of I'd go over to a friend's place and stay the night without saying anything to my dad. So of course the next day he'd have the cops out looking for me. It happened more than once. It did. It happened more than once. I never thought anything of it at the time, because that's not where my mind was. My mindset was more focused on, I'm having fun with my friends. I don't want the fun to end. And I know if I reach out and call home, I'm going to be told, come home, fun time is over. So I wouldn't call home. So then, of course, the cops are out looking for me. But it was always my dad that found me. Because my dad, of course, he'd be out looking for me too. I never really understood why it was such a big deal. I'm like, well, nobody's going to mess with me. Why would they mess with me when there's more interesting people to mess with? Better looking people to mess with. Right? That's how I always looked at things. But that was my mentality back then. And it's just, so I never took things too seriously, because I was too focused on wanting to be away from home, around other people that were friends, because at home there was my sister, and my sister was always bossy. She wasn't always nice to me. She had her reasons. And her reasons were to do with our mom. And she came to realize and understand why she treated me the way she did when we were younger. It took many years. It wasn't until she was all grown up that she realized why she treated me the way she did. And yeah, and it took me many years to figure out to learn why she was like that with me. She treated me like crap a lot of the times, but she was also very, very fiercely protective of me when it came to other people. And yeah, nobody messed with her, and which was why very few people very, very seldom messed with me, because they didn't want to have to deal with her. Yeah, because yeah, she had a mouth on her. She still does. She still does, and she'll give you she'll give you a mouthful. That's for damn sure. She also hung out with people that you didn't want to mess with. Yeah. So yeah, so that was my upbringing. Like, Mom was sick. My sister was very bossy, very protective. She was like the female parental figure in my life for a long time. And I do love my sister. I don't like the way she treated me when we were growing up. There's nothing that I can do about it. There's nothing that can be changed about it. She has admitted that the way she treated me most of the time was wrong. And she has apologized for it. I have accepted her apologies. But I still struggle with keeping in touch with her. If she ever needed me, I would do whatever I could to be there for her. Because, yeah, she is still my sister. My big sister. And, yeah, I will always love her. And I'm glad she's doing okay. She's got her own cleaning business, which shocks the hell out of me, because when she first moved out of our parents' house, she despised housework. She wouldn't do she'd do like the basic cleaning, but like deep cleaning, forget it. She'd pay our brother to come over to her place and do a deep clean. Like, serious. Yeah. So, yeah, she's got her own housekeeping business. She's got her own place. She's got a really nice car. Yeah, she's got a nice Mustang. She owns a mobile home or trailer. And she's got a little yard, and she's got a little garden, and she's doing pretty good. Unfortunately, she's suffering with fibromyalgia. But thankfully, she has a very high pain threshold. But still, like, fibromyalgia, that sucks. Yeah. So, yes, because of her fibromyalgia, she's limited to what she's able to do. But yeah, I always believed that I would be the crazy cat lady in the family. Living by myself with like a dozen cats and living all alone. I always thought that my sister would be like the big, rich, famous, well-known, popular person in the family with a really good, high-paying job and all of that stuff. And and my brother, something similar. Well, I don't know what my brother's doing these days, because he cut ties with the family, and I know I mentioned this in another video. Yeah, so I don't know what he's doing with his life. I know he's a hard worker, and wherever he is, he's working hard and doing a good job, good enough, I guess, job at it. Because, yeah, he's really good with when it comes to woodworking, making things out of wood. He did it in high school. Yeah, he made some really good things. The school even hired him to build stuff for them when he was still in school. Yeah. But yeah, my sister, I think she's got like 5 or 6 cats. Yeah, so my sister has become like the crazy cat lady of the family. Me, I have 1 cat. One of these days, yeah, I've mentioned before that I want to look into fostering a dog, maybe. But I think I might just get another cat. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a younger, a younger cat. Not a kitten. I don't have the energy for a kitten. Plus, kittens scratch, claw, and bite, and wreck stuff. And I really don't want to have to deal with that. If it happens, it happens, but yeah. We'll see how things, yeah, like I said, we'll see how things go. But a younger cat as a companion for my cat Peaches would be nice. Yeah. He hasn't had a companion, a furry companion, in a few years. Because, yeah, my ex and I, we had gotten him a puppy dog, and that puppy dog, yeah, became good friends with Peaches. And he was always trying to get Peaches to play with him and climb all over him, and and Peaches would periodically. And then that poor puppy dog got loose one day and got run over. Yeah, he got loose, got run over. Our landlord's dad actually found him while my ex was out looking for him. And he's like, he pulls up and he's like, yeah, you looking for your puppy? He's like, yeah, I am. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I found him. And he doesn't look too good. So, yeah, went and buried him in the bush. Yeah. But anyways, I know I've been rambling on and on and on, and I don't know how long I've been rambling on and on and on. Let's see here. Oh, just over an hour. Okay. Well, sometimes I just have so much that I want to say, and other times I don't know what to say. And yes, I jump from subject to subject. And I just talk. And sometimes I get carried away with what I'm talking about, and yeah. Yeah, so anyways. Ugh. Let's see here. So, Yeah. So this particular diamond painting, yeah, I mentioned, I think I mentioned in the unboxing probably of this diamond painting. I love these tarot card diamond paintings. I don't know why, but I think it's because I used to really love tarot cards, or I just think that they look really neat. They look really cool. Um, I'd love to. I plan on getting more. Um, no, they might not always of the same same style of tarot cards, but like the skeleton ones, yeah, most likely, yeah, we'll still get the tarot card ones. But we'll see, we'll see. Because yeah, I still only budget like one or two diamond paintings a month. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be a future, sometime down the road. In the meantime, yeah, one day at a time. And I think, yeah, ow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this section and then get off my butt and get some housework done. Because, yeah, even though there's no time frame for any of this stuff to get done, because, well, I'm not expecting company. My special friend, he only comes to visit once. He comes to visit one evening every 2 weeks because of how far away he lives, how far away we live from each other. And I can't go visit him because he's living in his dad's basement, and he can't have company over because his dad's an old grump. Plus, I don't have a vehicle right now insured that runs. Because yeah, I canceled the insurance on my van, and I disconnected the battery. That's something else I gotta do. Is I gotta my van has solar panels, and it's got the whole system set up. It just doesn't have a battery to store the energy from the solar panels. I guess that's how you could phrase it. So yeah, my dad's like, well, if you're not going to use it, just sell it. And I was like, well, yeah. It's just, I don't know how I'm going to be able to take the pictures because I don't do ladders. And the solar panels, of course, are on the roof of the van. So I don't, yeah, I have an issue with height. I have a little footstool in the kitchen that is a little bit of a struggle for me to stand on in order to be able to turn the air conditioner on and off. It's the only thing I use it for. Excuse me. Yeah, it's the only thing I use it for. To stand on to turn my air conditioner on and off. Because that's on the ceiling. There are 2 lights on the ceiling that I cannot reach unless I stood on a footstool. And yeah, that won't happen because there's nothing that I can use for support. Because I need to use something for support. to be able, yeah, because of my issue with heights. And it's just, I've learned to work around it, around my height issues, my issues with height. I don't do ladders unless they're like literally like mounted, bolted, whatever. Like, I'll climb the ladder on the back of my fifth wheel, but a freestanding ladder, no. Nope, nope, nope. If there's any possibility of the ladder falling over, then no, there's no way you can get me to climb it. I've tried. I have tried. And cried. Seriously. I have stood on the bottom rung of a ladder and cried because I could not make myself go up even one more step up a ladder. Now, I know I wasn't always like that. When I was really little, yeah, I just boop, 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 up a ladder. Not a problem. But then I got a little bit older and I started getting this phobia of climbing a ladder and having it collapse under me, like break or fall over or whatever. And I know it stems from this wooden ladder that my dad had that used to hang on the outside of the shed. And yeah, wooden ladder hanging on the outside of a wooden shed, being exposed to the elements. And yeah, it eventually started rotting. And yeah, I know my fear stems from that, but I can't do ladders. I have tried. I can climb a tree like nothing. But that's because it's not going to fall over. Like, I'm not about to go and try and climb a tree that I know is going to fall over. I would never do something that stupid. But yeah, when I was younger, this friend of mine that lived just around the corner, yeah, there was a tree there. The tree was actually in the next door neighbor's yard, but it was like right next to the fence. So a lot of the branches hung over the fence and into my friend's yard. And yeah, I loved climbing that tree. I'd climb up that tree, and like right up to the top, and I'd look over. I'd be able to look down from the top of that tree, and I could see my house, I could see my driveway, I could see my front yard. So like if I was up there and I saw the car my dad's car in the driveway, I'd be like, oh well, my dad's home. Guess I gotta go home. Yeah. I really liked it when that particular friend lived there because, yeah, it was like not even 2 minutes to walk over to her place, and I could hang out for hours at her place. But then they moved across town, and that stopped. I couldn't go over and hang out for hours at a time unless I was sleeping over. And there were a couple of times that her parents got me to babysit her younger brother and sister. Yeah. After they had moved across town and I was old enough. And that was usually because their oldest son, who was like a couple of years younger than me, was out of town for karate competition. I don't know if he still pursues it, but he was good. He was really good. Yeah. But anyways, see, there I go. Rambling off on another tangent when I need to get off of here and get some housework done. And yeah, I need to get some housework done. I need to stretch my legs, get some exercise, take the garbage out and get some fresh air. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I will see you in the next one. Bye.